Happy Monday, everybody. All right. Last week, actually on Friday, we saw the price of gold go up above $3,000 an ounce. Now, if you're one of our clients, you were probably given some fist pumps and pretty excited about that. Well, Greg and I have just known this as a matter of time. And uh, but now let's kind of dig into this. So gold jumped up above 3,000. Oh, and by the way, then it came right back down, and it's probably going to hover around 3,000 up and down for a little while. But then the long-term trajectory will still keep going. But there is a psychological barrier at certain prices, kind of like the 4 minute mile that Roger Bannister broke, right? It couldn't be broken, and then all of a sudden he broke it, and then it was possible. Same thing happens with financial assets, but there's something interesting going on with the price of gold. And Greg and I have talked about this a little bit over the last couple months, but it's not just the price of gold that's going up. Price of gold goes up and down, or same with silver, same with different commodities. But what's interesting right now is we've been seeing gold moving physically. And for the first time in forever, the United States actually has a net import of gold versus a net export of gold. So gold is leaving London, the London Bullion Exchange, physically coming across the pond, landing here in the United States. More gold coming in than is going out. And this is the first time that's been happening in a long time. Meanwhile, for the last several years, other countries like China, Russia, they've been doing the net importing, and we haven't been worrying about it. All of a sudden, we're now pulling it in. So now the question is why? Well, who knows? There's a lot of possible reasons. Some people are saying, well, it's because of tariffs, and you want to import it before the tariffs kick in. I think that's too simplistic of an idea. We do know that come July, gold will start becoming a tier one asset right next to US Treasuries. The only two tier one assets that banks can hold that are globally recognized. Before July, it's only been the US Treasury. Now it's going to be gold. At the same time, you've got gold coming in the United States. Is that because banks are saying, well, we've got a lot of treasuries on our books, but if gold can also be on our books and be just as secure and safe for our reserves, then that might affect our balance sheet. Here's what would affect banks' balance sheets even more. If US Treasuries fell, if the dollar weakens, and if gold starts going up. If gold starts going up on a bank's balance sheet, not to get too nerdy in the details, but if their reserves are growing, that means they're, as a percentage, and for banks it's all about ratios, their liabilities are shrinking. That means they can loan out more money and therefore make more profit. So it gives them a better security. Here's another idea. Trump and Elon have been talking about auditing Fort Knox. Well, maybe there's a oh shoot moment where they're saying, where is it? Do we have it all? We don't know. Let's make sure we got it all. And so we're bringing gold in. But again, why is Elon and Trump thinking about gold? Is it because they're considering bringing that back into the US financial system? Because if you remember, in 1971, Nixon took us off the gold standard. Not saying Trump's going to put us back on the gold standard, but there's a lot of ways that the United States could incorporate gold to help back the currency and also to help shrink our debt, especially if they reprice it. So I'm just going to throw that out there. All right. So what Greg and I find fascinating about this is the flow of gold that is coinciding with the price going up. Now, I will say that the price isn't going up because 401ks are investing in gold. It's still less than 1% of most people's investments. You talk to all of your friends, unless they're clients of ours, they probably don't have any gold in their retirement accounts or silver or hard assets. Maybe a little bit, but not enough to justify this price swing. These are big buyers that are moving these prices, which as an investor is good news, because once the market sentiment starts going up, you saw what happened with all the Mag 7 when all the 401ks started moving in there, then the prices really started climbing. If that were to happen with precious metals, then we would be buckling up because that would be an exciting ride. But we're not there yet. This is just based on big movers bringing gold over, and that's pushing up the demand. So, I do want to say one more thing. Silver, it's climbing a little bit, but there is a ratio that gold and silver should be falling at, and silver is below price. That means that there may be some big moves in silver yet to come. So we'll see. All right. Uh, good talking with y'all. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.